Hello there. Over the next few weeks I'm going to be working on several projects using recuperated glass windows. These will include fitting 2 windows into our house, one of which, to make things really easy, is going to be triangular shaped and is going to be a dormer window. Then I'll be giving a hand to our neighbours who are building a lean-to veranda type greenhouse out of recuperated glass. And they're doing this for maximum food production, but also to withstand the strong coastal winds. However, as several people have asked about it, I'm going to start with the retrospective of our own recuperated glass greenhouse. I made this greenhouse some 5 years ago as a birthday present for Sue. It's a standalone design using recuperated glass windows and pallet wood. As the centrepiece to the flower garden, we wanted something which was both decorative and practical. It incorporates 24 windows and the wood from 16 pallets. The main costs are in the 6 wooden support posts and metal stakes. Then there's also the guttering, the leaded lights that we bought from an architectural salvage company, and of course the horticultural grade polyethylene which forms the roof. I got a good deal on the roofing and I already had a couple of posts, so the total cost to us at the time was around €50, but I think in general you would be looking at spending somewhere in the region of €100 to €150 at the present. It would also cost more if you needed to buy the water storage tanks. Ours are free from the local biscuit factory.
Having the greenhouse has given a different dimension to our gardening here. We've been able to grow things which we've never been able to grow before, like sweet potato, ginger and turmeric. It also gives us a longer season for things like tomatoes, aubergines, peppers and chilies. And it means we don't have to keep endlessly putting annual seeds in every year for our vegetables. We can actually bring them in the house in the winter, put them back in the greenhouse in the spring. It's also been very useful for a place to keep the chickens when it's really, really wet. And it's a great place where I keep my quail as well, and they reciprocate, as do the chickens, because they get rid of pests in the greenhouse, especially overwintering pests like greenfly and whitefly. But there's another advantage as well of building a greenhouse, and that is if you live in a cold climate like we do, it's a little bit of tropical paradise where you can just sit and have your lunch.
The windows are resting on these wall panels which are made of pallet wood in a box section. And you can see the other side afterwards. Now what I did here, I've just made sure that all the bottoms of the windows were cut flush with the sill. So everything is at the same height. They all rest against this cornicing here. The wall panels are held securely to the ground by these T-section stakes that I made, which is just 2 portions of pallet wood sharpened to a point at the bottom, and they're screwed together, and I'm just knocked them into the ground vertically and then screwed the wall panels to the T, and it makes a very solid wall section. There are 6 of these 3-inch square posts which are staked into the ground, 4 at each, 1 at each corner and 1 midway along the long wall at each side. So this is making the major rigid structure of the greenhouse. The whole size of the greenhouse is 5 metres by 3 metres.
This is a sort of place where you can get your recyclable windows and doors. It's just a small joinery, owner operated. And the guy is really, really pleased that we're taking these windows and doors and reusing them.